Hello and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is qualifying ahead of the 2023 Canadian Grand Prix. Please do drop me a like. Might help out the channel a little bit. But yeah, it's a wet qualifying session incoming in about 15 minutes time. Hope you like the new layout as well. Been messing about, like I said in the last stream, I'll be messing about with the layouts, trying to find something that works. I feel like this is a lot better than it was a couple of weeks ago. Hopefully you can hear me, the audio's on and all that. But yeah, should in theory have live GPS there, live timings there, if it all works. But you know me and the technical difficulties, it never really goes 100% to plan, but we'll give it our best shot as always. Yeah, cheers Anto. I had to mix it up a little bit. I've been looking back at the last few streams thinking, why do I get no views? Oh, that's why, because the streams look awful. So yeah, it should be a little bit better as long as it works. And when the cars come out on circuit, we actually see, well, kind of see them out on circuit in a GPS kind of way. As long as that works and the live timings work, it's cushy, it's sweet. But yeah, Canada, round 8. It should have been round 10 originally, but China got deleted. Imola got cancelled. So we're down from 23 races this season to 21. And so Canada is become round 8. And they're just doing a bit of analysis on the practice sessions. It's a weird one. There was no FP1 yesterday. Thank God I don't do practice watch-alongs anymore, because yesterday would have been a long one because it just was delayed forever. It never happened, the practice session yesterday. They did a bit of FP2 yesterday night, but I saw a bit of practice a couple of hours ago as well. Science in the wall in practice in the wet. So let's see what happens. Hopefully, now I've said this numerous times, but hopefully we get a bit of an upset. F1 is desperate for a bit of an upset. And this is the best chance we've got. Rain in Montreal. Yeah, the track cameras went down yesterday, didn't they, Anto? So yeah, peak. So yeah, that practice session basically didn't happen. So we're going fresh into quali. I've not really seen much. I obviously not seen much of practice. Well, I didn't see any of it yesterday. Watched free practice before. And yeah, Ferrari on the back foot with Sainz. But I think they've got the car rebuilt. Just looking at it there, it looks about ready to go out. So Ferrari done a good job, because he smashed that thing into the wall. He wrecked he wrote off the front. Completely wrecked the nose of the car. And wrecked the rear as well. So props to Ferrari for getting Sainz's car even ready for the start of qualifying. I was a bit iffy on that one. I was a bit 50-50, I'm not going to lie, thinking, is Sainz even going to take part here? But now Ferrari have done a madness, completely repaired the car in 2 hours, and yeah, ready to go in Montreal. With the I don't think it's raining as we speak now, but it is a wet circuit because it's been on and off all afternoon, so yeah, buzzing for this one. Max saying something wrong with his car today. I hope so, Anto. We need Formula One needs something to be wrong with Max's car. Do you know? I was looking at I don't know how I saw it. It was on Twitter somewhere. Someone had posted Michael Schumacher's results from 2002, which was basically his most dominating season. And he was virtually the top 2 for the entire season. And yeah, Max is looking to repeat that this year. It shocked me seeing that Schumacher 2002 season shocked me, because obviously this before my time really. I was only like 10 years old, so you know, you're not an avid fan at 10 years old. You don't really know what's going on, do you? But when I've seen the results back now, it's ridiculous. You know, it's first, second, first, second. It's like a season like that. And a terrible season, basically. where just one driver wipes the floor clean of everybody, and that's what we're on for this year. Yeah, that's what we're on for this year. So, bit of rain in Montreal, hopefully spices it up a little bit. Yeah, they have done well to get the car back on the answer. They have done well, but yeah, hopefully, I've seen Hulkenberg was quite quick in FP3 before. Alonso obviously looking good in the Aston Martin. Ferrari looking strong this weekend, even though, Sainz has binned it because always something goes wrong for Ferrari. So, yeah, Sainz was in the wall. But in general, Ferrari are looking as competitive as they have looked this season. Can they challenge Red Bull? Can they challenge Max? Nope. Probably not. Can anybody? Put a flipping jet powered rocket fuel in the engine and still won't get near Max, but it's one of them years, isn't it? I just got to waffle my way through it and hope for bring on F1 2024. It's dead. It's dead, man. No, hopefully, to be honest with you, once Max wins the championship at like mid-season, which is going to happen, then let's just have fun in the second half of the season, innit? Like, once Max wins 13 out of the first 15 races, and it's over, it's over by August, right? Then let's go on the summer break. Let's come back and just have fun for the second half of the season. Like, it's already over, so I'm hoping the second half of the season redeems it a bit. Because yeah, probably. I mean, I'm not really promoting the channel very well here, but this is probably the worst season I've ever seen. I can't lie. I cannot lie to you. I can't sit here and go, this is going to be amazing. It's probably. And I've watched this for 17 years, every single race, every single qualifying session, 99% of practice sessions for 17 years. It's probably the worst season ever. But anyway, here we go for qualifying the Canadian Grand Prix. Absolutely buzzing. I can't pretend anymore. I'm sorry, guys. I can't pretend anymore. I think I'm seriously considering following IndyCar more next year. Like, not more than this. Like, this is obviously like deep rooted into my personality. I'd never miss a race of this, no matter how bad it got. I'd never think, oh, I won't watch a race. Like, that would never. But maybe I need to expand my horizons a little bit and think, do you know what? IndyCar's looking tasty. Do you know what? The Le Mans 24-hour last weekend looking tasty. The Indy 500 a couple of weeks ago looking very tasty. I need to expand my horizons because I might be in a scenario where it's Verstappen, and guess what? Verstappen, and guess what? Verstappen. Guess what? Verstappen. When we come to the next round 10, guess what? Verstappen. Round 11. Ooh, who's it going to be? Predictions in chat. Ooh. You got it in one. Verstappen. Oh, mate. How many years are we going to get like this? It's getting peak, man. But can he be beaten today? Or will he take pole by in million seconds? Stay tuned. Here we go. Yeah, I wish I was... But no, to be honest, I mean, listen, if Max still gets pole and still romps to victory this weekend, just give him the trophy now. 5 years. I think realistically, Anto, I was saying this a couple of weeks ago. I think realistically, Max wins 90% of the races for this year, next year, and the year after that. We have a look in 2026. So join me. Come back to Motorsport Madman channel in 2026. Because by then I'll have hit 400 subs. By 2026, I'll have hit 400 subs. and then we might get a different winner. You know what I mean? Because 2026, they changed the engines. You know, Audi coming in. You know, mix it up a bit. Ford supplying Red Bull. Ooh, you know. Until then, you'll be 40 in 26. You're watching this qualifying. No, Nitai, not bothering. Imagine doing a watch along and not watching it. Oh, that'd be a new one, wouldn't it? No, I'll just put on Love Island instead. You know what I mean? I'll tell you what, Max wins another one, but it will be Love Island watch alongs. Watching by the fence. Yeah, mate, you don't gotta brag that you're there, and I'm not. living a lifestyle. Oh, right. Hopefully this live GPS thing works. But yeah, Q1 about to get underway then. And yeah, let's see what happens. And so they're going to go out on the inters. Yeah, good to see you, Netai, mate. You've been in Istanbul. Man's travelling round. I've been sat here, mate. Right. So they're queuing at the end of the pit lane for the start of Q1 then. Albon ahead of Sargent in the queue. I don't think this live time in the GPS is going to work, but I could be proved wrong. Oh no. Oh, that just updated, didn't it? Oh, the leaderboard just moved. Oh, we might be all right, you know. We might be all right, you know. With a bit of luck, we'll start to see the cars out on the circuit down there, on the GPS thing. But you never know. But yeah, we're going out. We're out on track. Let's go. Sorry, I missed your thing, Ryan Tune. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Ryan Tune. Nah, I'm just chilling for the rest of the season, man. I seen people rating the Spanish Grand Prix like 7 out of 10, 6, 7, 8 out of 10 and stuff. I give it a 2 out of 10, me. Oh, Zhou Guan Yu is got a problem straight out of the pits. He's crawling at 10 mile an hour. So problem for Zhou in the Alfa Romeo. Sorry that the font's a bit weird on there. I don't know what's going on with that. Apologies that it's readable and it is readable. I don't know why it does that. Some of the names are like full HD Magnussen. Oh, he's gone goofy. Some of the names are full HD and some of them are like Nokia 3310. I apologize for that. It's like Snake graphics from 2001. But it is what it is. No, Anto, in all day tomorrow. Yeah, brutal. It's called the Shift of Doom. But I'll be back for the race. Yeah, race starts 7 p.m. Race starts 7 p.m. tomorrow, but I won't be live much before that. You know, there won't be a half an hour build up to the race tomorrow. You're talking 2-3 minutes. The race starts at 7 p.m. tomorrow. I'll be live 6:59. I'm not even joking. Everyone out there on the intermediate tyres then, as far as I can see. Only Gasly has not gone out on track. The other 19 are out there. And we've got a yellow flag sector 2, soon cleared up. Alonso goes purple, first sector. Yeah, 7 p.m. Yeah, it's all right, man. Oh, Zhou's parked up. Oh, they're going to red flag this. So Zhou's stopped out on circuit. I think they're going to red flag this. Because they're keen with the red flag these days. They're keen as soon as there's a little incident, the stewards go, yeah, bang, red flag. It's like that game where you guess who's done the killings. What's that goofy game? Among Us. You know where they go, bang, emergency meeting. The stewards are like that. You know, they see a little incident, they go, bang, emergency meeting. Zhou had an issue immediately. Like, Zhou Guan Yu is not even out of the pit lane and the car's coughing and spluttering and like, bruh. Mate, the thing's, it's like, what is this? Like a 1978 Ford Cortina or one of the finest race cars in the world? Because I don't know which would be more reliable right now. And it is red flagged. It is red flagged. It is red flagged. Zhou Guan Yu stopped out on circuit and the FIA have pulled the big emergency red button. Oh, he's got going. This is the Zhou Guan Yu's got going again. So they've thrown a red flag. See, this is the thing about Formula One, right? They've thrown the red flag. Now, they can't just cancel that. Like common sense. Common sense would say, right, he's got going again. I tell you what. Let's go back to green and carry on. No. This is Formula One. You've got to go through the entire process. A red flag has been thrown. You've all got to come back into the pits. You've got to think about it. You've got to have a cup of tea and a biscuit and think, should we get the session going in 5 minutes or 10 minutes or 15? I love this sport. I really do. But there's some things that just don't make sense. And if the car's got back going again, why go through the entire red flag procedure that takes like 10 minutes when you could just go 3, 2, 1, back to green. Done. Dusted. Continue. Carry on. Fault's over. He's carried on. No crash. No drama. No nothing. Carry on, mate. But they don't do that, do they? Because there's no common sense going on. De Vries went off in turn 1. Just seeing a replay of that. Just outbraked himself in the damp conditions. Nick De Vries. I hope he comes good, Nick De Vries. He's come under a lot of scrutiny, really. I said this a few weeks ago, like, people were already talking about replacing Nick De Vries. Like, give the guy a chance, man. I think 99% of the time, I think drivers deserve 2 seasons. If you've got a good pedigree and, you know, you're F2 champion or, you know, I think you deserve 2 seasons. Unless your first season is horrific. You know, like Nikita Mazepin style horrendous. Then, see you later. But if you've done okay, I think everyone deserves 2 years. So to replace Nick De Vries after to be talking about replacing him after 4 or 5 races, what? You know what I mean? Why is there a red flag here, Carl? Well, yeah, for no reason whatsoever. No, Zhou Guan Yu stopped out on circuit. So you know what they're like these days, the FIA, they go bang, red flag immediately without hesitation. Bang, red flag. Meanwhile, he's messed about with the gears and got it going again. But the FIA have already pressed the red flag button. So they've got to go through the whole procedure of, oh, it's all been stopped. Everybody back in the pits. Session will resume at 10 past, so the session will resume again in 3 minutes' time. But yeah, it's a madness, the red flag procedure when it's not needed. It's just a weird one, mate. Yeah, if there's been a big smash up, like damn, you know what I mean? I'm not saying don't press the emergency button. I'm not saying that. I'm saying have a look and think maybe we can do just double yellow wave flags here and get him out of the way. Just suggesting. You know, if obviously if there's a big smash up, debris everywhere, yeah, hit the red button, innit? But not every time someone like, oh, someone's in the gravel, red flag. They got way too keen with it, man. But yeah, session restarts in 1 minute 20 seconds. Who was saying for pole position then? I'm going. I'll go bold. I go Nico Hulkenberg pole position. Imagine I'm right though. Imagine I go Hulkenberg and get it right. I'll just go like that. Peace out, Brett. Imagine I go Hulkenberg and get it right. You get 5,000 to 1 on that. At least. No, on a real, that's a stupidness. On a real, I would like to see Hulkenberg like top 8. Like top 8. Top 6 is pushing it a bit, innit? Top 6 is like, chill out, man. There's Ferraris and Mercedes and Astons and Red Bulls out there, you know what I mean? You need to chill, but I think Hulkenberg can Q3 it. Yeah, man. He looked quick in practice. Or like a cheeky Valtteri Bottas. A cheeky Bottas. Top 8. I'd like to see someone really unexpected. We need like a wow moment. We need like a Logan Sargent top 10. Or a Yuki Tsunoda top 4. Or a Oscar Piastri. You know what I mean? We need a wow moment. Formula One needs a wow moment. We need like a Oscar Piastri front row. You know what I mean? Something where you go, something where you go, wow. Something where you go, Piastri. You know what I mean? A moment. We need a moment like that. Because it's just same flavour every week, innit? I'm sort of capping, really. I mean, we had Ocon on the podium, didn't we, in Monaco? I mean, that's a wow moment, isn't it? You know, how many races do you get a cheeky Esteban Ocon on the podium? Not often, is it? So, you know, Monaco was decent. Monaco might be the best race of the season so far, and it wasn't great, was it? Oh, mate. Swear down. What has even happened this season? How long is the highlights reel for this season so far? I reckon about 12 seconds. Right, here we go. The session back underway. 12 minutes, 40 seconds to go in Q1. If you don't know how Formula One qualifying works, it's split into 3 sections. Q1, Q2, Q3. At the end of Q1, we lose the slowest 5 drivers. Their grid position gets set. And then the top 15 go again for Q2. At the end of which, the slowest 5 at the end of that session get knocked out. And the top 10 then go for pole position in Q3. Leclerc 16. Eh? That's his number. That's his race number, if that's what you mean. Or you mean P16. But no, he's 5th. Sorry if the timing board is I know it's not like HD font. It's kind of like Nokia 3310 graphics, but I've messed with it enough and I can't seem to fix it. It is what it is. Here comes Verstappen then into the final chicane. World champions on the outside. The track's just damp. It's not. I think so. Verstappen goes easily quickest then by like 3.5 seconds because it obviously. Yeah, Perez makes it a Red Bull 1-2. I think by the time you get to Q3, someone will be on dries. If it doesn't rain again, I think by Q3 they're on slicks. There's already a dry line going in. Oh mate, they're going to be on slicks soon. Magnussen purple middle sector. Let's go. Alonso purple middle sector. I tell you what, yeah, this track's drying out rapid. If this doesn't rain again. If it doesn't rain again, they'll be on slicks before we know where we are. There's a bit of a puddle into turn 2. Or on the apex of turn 1, which is a bit sus. Magnussen's gone second. Let's go. Verstappen, Magnussen, Albon top 3 at the minute. I'll take that for a grid. Ferrari's Alonso's quickest, bang, by half a second. Alonso. Yeah, Alonso, Verstappen, Ocon top 3 now then with 10 minutes to go in Q1. Okay. Oh, Verstappen smashes that time though. Max sets a 1 minute 22.8 and goes 7/10 quicker. Perez goes to 3rd then, so it's now Verstappen, Alonso, Perez. Down the bottom with 10 minutes to go. Leclerc, Tsunoda, Hamilton. Hamilton, no time yet. Oh, now he has. Hamilton goes 4th then. As I say that. Williams P2. Let's go. Oh, I love this track, Anto. I love it. It's one of my favourites. Yeah, definitely. Top 5. Yeah, top 5 circuits this. Definitely. On board with Charles Leclerc. Ooh, a bit of a mistake. Oh my God, look at the puddle there when he's rejoined the circuit. Oh, and Lando Norris climbing all over the sausage curb there. That's not the line you want to be taking. Wow, and the clatters the other side as well. Wow. Is that in the final chicane? Has he just been mega aggressive in the final chicane? Lando Norris? I don't know, but that ain't the ideal line. Replay on board with Lewis Hamilton. Goes straight on over the grass at the first chicane. Ooh, a bit like Vettel did 2019. Was it 2018? Russell's P15 in practice. Well, yeah. I don't know about the Merc. I'm really confused about Mercedes. Are they quick? Are they slow? Are they like Mercedes could be anything from the 2nd fastest team to like the 6th fastest team? I have no clue. But we'll find out, won't we? But Norris breaking into the hairpin, looking decent. Alonso has gone quicker than Verstappen. 8 minutes to go in Q1. Oh, pops Nico Hulkenberg. I told you about Hulk. He's looking quick. Haas are looking quick. 5th and 6th. Boom. Norris 3rd. The live timings are a bit ahead of the broadcast. I can only apologise for that. I can't speed up the live broadcast on Sky. But yeah, the live timings are like 3-4 seconds ahead of the actual television. So you'll see the name move and then me react to it. It is what it is. It is what it is. Oh, Lewis with the big oversteer moment coming out of the hairpin. Verstappen. I tell you what, Verstappen and Alonso just trading times here. Just trading blows. Verstappen and Alonso. Verstappen's gone quickest by 7/10. Are you joking? Piastri goes P12. 7 minutes to go in Q1. Hamilton goes P4. I tell you what, Norris has had a good lap there. Albon P5. Let's go, baby. There's a puddle on the apex of turn 1, and that's going to put them off slicks, isn't it? Because you don't want to have a set of slicks on and then hit, and then hit the puddle at turn 1 and be like, I'm going to win the wall. Thank you very much. See you later. Yeah, that's going to stop them putting slicks on. But some parts of the circuit looks dry, man. Down the back straight looks dry. Top 3 then. Verstappen, Leclerc, Alonso, Ferrari have woken up then. Gone 2nd and 4th now, Ferrari. He's unreal, Max. Yeah. It's one of them, isn't it? When you get the best driver in the best car, that's when you get the years of dominance. You know, what can you do in that scenario? You know, we've seen it, you know, throughout the years. When Vettel was at the top of his game and he was in the best car, when Hamilton was at the top of his game and you just get eras of dominance when it clicks into place and you just have a driver that's on the top of his game in a car that's, even if it's just marginally better than the others, you just end up with 5 years of dominance until the rules change again. So yeah, come back in 2026 and we might see a different winner, innit? I'll bridge the gap till then. I still love this sport regardless. We'll bridge it, innit, till 2026. And then we'll be flowing. Then I'll know what I'm doing by then as well. Think about it. Another 2.5 years of doing this, and I'll actually be good at it. And the graphics will be good by then. So then by the time 2026 rolls round, we'll be on 400 subs with balling out here. And then we'll have a good season, innit? And then we'll get stuck in, mate. Until then, we just got to bridge it. Leclerc complaining about Tsunoda. We've seen it with Lewis and Michael. Yeah, man. Exactly. And Vettel. You know, look how dry it is on the back straight. Who's going to risk the slicks? This is my question. Who's going to bung a set of slick tyres on it and go, let's have a do? Right, elimination zone with 4 minutes to go then is De Vries, Piastri, Tsunoda, Sargent, Zhou. They're all under pressure as Perez goes P5 then. So it's Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, top 3. They're probably the best 3 drivers in the world right now, the top 3 there. Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton, probably the best 3 drivers in the world. Top 3 right now. As Oscar Piastri goes 13th. Probably in that order as well, Verstappen, Alonso, Hamilton. Probably put them in that order as well, to be honest. Three minutes to go in Q1. Gap between Verstappen and Alonso only half a tenth. Gasly goes up to P9 then in the Alpine. Bottas goes 11th. So elimination zone is Stroll, De Vries, Tsunoda, Sargent, Zhou. So Stroll in the Aston Martin at his home race. I would love Stroll to get on the podium this weekend. He ain't going to do it from 16th on the grid, is he? Verstappen goes quicker still then at 21.7. 3 tenths ahead of Alonso. Verstappen versus Alonso it is, man. It is. It's Verstappen versus Alonso. Basically. But I'll be doing a right there, meat lad. Hulkenberg, green first sector. Hamilton team radio. Piastri goes P9. Hamilton complaining about his mirrors. I don't even know, mate. Hamilton saying he can't see anything in his mirrors. And look at how dry the circuit is. There's a dry line. Who's going to risk slicks, man? Someone should risk a set of slicks and just go bang, P1. GG's, guys. Look at them. They're even driving onto the wet part of the circuit now to pick up moisture. Yeah, I think someone's going to be brave in a minute and whack a set of slicks on. Norris goes P2. Look at the dry line now. Verstappen, Norris, Alonso, top 3. Hulkenberg goes 9th. Good, Hulk. One minute 20 to go, Q1. Bottom 5 at the moment, and will be knocked out. Oh, Alonso's gone quickest. He's drying up, Anto, mate. I think someone should risk a set of slicks, honestly. They definitely will in Q2. Where's it wet then? Why are they not doing slicks is my question. There must be there must be a damp patch. Without sounding weird, there must be a wet patch. I don't really. It's got to the point where I'm thinking, why is no one on the slicks at this point on a risky one? Like, if I'm in that bottom 5 now, if I'm Zhou Guan Yu, P20, I'm like, get me a set of slicks on. And if I bin it, I'm P20 anyway, aren't I? You know, someone at the back, I'm surprised. Look at them all queuing up at the chicane. This is just a logistical nightmare now. Science is having to dip onto the wet, so they're racing. It's a nightmare. No, mate. They're going side by side into turn 1 like they're in a race. Alonso's gone quickest. Mate, Alonso's on for pole here, you know. Alonso looking rapid. But the more it dries out, the more it's going to favour Red Bull. Ocon goes P5. Oh, wow. Here we go, then. Right, who's going to get knocked out here? Zhou, Sargent, De Vries, Tsunoda, Gasly, bottom 5 at the moment. Stroll's in trouble. Verstappen goes quickest by 6/10. Verstappen says, you want to sniff a pole? Forget it, mate. 6/10 of a second. De Vries is out. De Vries is definitely out. Here comes Zhou Guan Yu then. Hamilton goes 3rd. Go on then, Lewis. Here comes Zhou Guan Yu to the line. What can he do? Oh, goes 18th, but he's out as well. So De Vries and Zhou are out. Piastri goes P9. Here comes George Russell to the line, then goes 4th. Mercedes 3 and 4. Have they woken up? Are they back? Is this it? Is this a turning point? Leclerc goes P5. Albon P6. Alexander Albon. Oh, here's Yuki Tsunoda out of the final corner. Sargent's out. De Vries, Sargent, Zhou out. Tsunoda out. Both AlphaTauri's out. Sainz is safe. And so that's it. Oh, Gasly's out in the Alpine. Gasly in the Alpine. And Hulkenberg survives by that much. Hulkenberg survives and he's through. Replay on board with Lance Stroll. Down at the hairpin. Steady, 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 steady. Oh, they nearly touched. If you're Williams, I put them on. Exactly. I think they're going to be on slicks in Q2. Oh. Lewis might be in trouble for that. Oh, look at this scenario in the final corner. Oh, no. And that's why Gasly's been knocked out, because he never... Oh, no. It was a nightmare, that. That scenario there, where they're queuing up to start the final lap, they need to come up with something that prevents that. A minimum lap time or a minimum... They need to do something to stop the queuing up in the final corner. It's going to... I tell you what'll happen. It'll create a massive incident one day, and then they'll change the rules. When 3 cars smash to smithereens because someone's approaching at racing speed, and you've got 3 people crawling at 20 mile an hour, and there's a huge incident, then they'll make a rule for it. Why not make the rule for it now before it's happened? You know what I mean? I'm on a rant. Drying up. Yeah. Lewis is through, but Lewis could be in trouble for blocking. Yeah, yeah, unintentionally, but a block's a block, innit? Like in football, you get handball. You might not intentionally handball, but it's a penalty either way, isn't it? So yeah, Lewis could be in trouble there. Yeah. Oh, there's an advert for the new F1 game. I tried it, didn't I? I want my money back. Yeah. F1 game's not my vibe, to be honest with you right now. Not with a sim rig, anyway. But yeah, we're about 3 minutes or so away from Q2. So just to confirm, knocked out in that session, P16, Yuki Tsunoda, P17, Pierre Gasly, P18, Nick De Vries, P19, Logan Sargent, and P20, he's not really had a great weekend so far, has he? Zhou Guanyu. So both AlphaTauris out, an Alpine, a Williams, and an Alfa Romeo. Hulkenberg through by 2/100ths of a second. Yeah, Hulkenberg through by the skin of his teeth. Stroll only P14. That's not looking fantastic, is it? Yeah, Stroll through. Magnussen, Bottas 12th, Sainz 11th, Piastri 10th, Perez 9th, Ocon, Norris. Albon P6 in the end. That's a massive gap, isn't it? Albon. Yeah, Ocon, Gasly absolutely fuming on team radio, and so he should be, man. It's going to cause a massive incident. This queuing up at the final corner has to end. This queuing up bollocks at the final corner before a final flying lap is got to end before it's been going on for years, man. It's just horrific. They've something's got to change. But yeah, I think definitely the standout from Q1, Alexander Albon, P6, a second off the pace. Logan Sargent, P19 and out. Alex is a good driver, man. Replay on board with Hulkenberg from Q1, and he got held up there by an AlphaTauri. That's not great, that. Hulkenberg got away with it, though, on a lucky one. But, yeah, so Q2 starts in about 25 seconds. Obviously, we're a little bit delayed because with the red flag in Q1, it's pushed everything back a little bit. So we're not on schedule. We're a little bit, we're what are we, 10 minutes or so behind, we're like 10 minutes behind the schedule. So hold the front page. Yeah, it's not going to change our lives, is it? But yeah, we're a little bit off the original schedule. So, are we all on Inters? Is there more rain incoming? Is this a scenario? It looks like there is rain on the horizon. But I think carries on like this. You've got to try slicks, haven't you? More rain. More. Hey, mate, if we get more rain, I'll do back the Hulkenberg pole on a serious one. No, we just need. That's not something out of the ordinary, really, at this point. Yes, Lando Norris on team radio. I'm thinking we could get away with a slick. Thank you very much. It is. I risk it. I do. Just do it, mate. Do it right. Say you risk a slick now. Do like a 2 laps. Then it starts raining. Bang. Sitting pretty. That's. Do you know what I mean? If you can sneak a little dry tire run now before the next rain shower. Or the thing is, the thing that sort of poo-poos that idea is the puddle on the apex of turn one. I think that's the only sort of. So rain in 6 to 7 minutes. Oh, there's a dry line through turn 3, 4, 5. There's a dry line. I mean, if you go off that dry line, you're done for. But Albon's on the softs. Albon's on the slicks. Go on, Alex. Mate, if Alex gets a dry lap and then it starts raining. Oh, Leclerc wants. Yeah, they want the dry tyres now. Leclerc wants a soft tyre. No, they want to get a banker lap in. Ferrari, they want to get a banker lap in. Leclerc wants to pit for the slicks, but Ferrari telling him stay out to get a banker lap in. Oh, it's a gamble worth taking for Williams. Just to confirm, Alexander Albon out there on the soft tyre. And here we go, cut 2 on board with Alex down into turn 1. Ooh, it's a bit sketchy. Oh, we're there. Oh, near. I was going to say Vettel. A green Aston Martin with a white crash helmet. And I'm thinking Sebastian Vettel. No, sorry. Lance Stroll has slid off the circuit, but he's carried on. He's all right. Didn't hit no one or nothing. So it's fine. They won't throw the red flag for that one. He's out here looking like Vettel with that crash helmet. You can't do that to me. I've been watching Vettel for 17 years. You can't bring him back like that. Oh, Russell goes quickest. Right, here we go. Replay on board. Oh, he's lucky not to crash, mate. How did Lance Stroll keep that out of the wall? How did Lance Stroll keep that out of the... He did nudge the wall. Oh my God, bro. How has he got away with that? How has Lance Stroll just spun at about 140 mile an hour and lived to tell the tale? I can't believe that. Lance getting away with murder out here. Max is on pole. Oh, you're judging it off for 1 second, just clicking on it and seeing what name is on top. No, it doesn't really work like that. There's another 10 minutes to go in this session and then another 12 minutes to go in the session after it, Gav. He just clicked on it. Oh, Max is on pole. Click off it again. That's what F1 is nowadays, isn't it? Max, it's like you check the results. Yeah, Verstappen again. And then you move on with your life. Meanwhile, here's me. It's my entire life. And I'm like, Verstappen again. Norris is out there on the dry tyre now as well. I honestly think it's a way to go, man. I honestly think going slicks now, it's worth the risk. I mean, I know we've seen Lance Stroll slide off on the intermediates, but still. Verstappen, Leclerc, Sainz, Perez, half of them are on soft. Albon goes quickest on the dry tyre. That confirms it. Bang. You've got to get on the soft before it rains again. Alex Albon in the Williams has done it, mate. Alonso's gone purple sector 1. Is Alonso still on the Inters? I don't know. If Alonso beats Albon here, that adds a bit of confusion. Is it raining? Is it raining again? Alonso goes second. Oh, he's only 0.3 off Albon's dry tyre time. Oh, Norris didn't get it hooked up. Alexander Albon's... It's raining. Albon's through, mate, definitely. Oh, if this was Q3. Oh, mate, if this was Q3. Oh, my God. If this was Q3, we could have had a Williams on pole. Oh, my God. It's Q2, so it'll all get reset in it, but... Oh, if this was Q3, we could have had Alexander Albon. Oh, he's gone quickest. He's improved. Oh, if this was Alexander Albon's putting his name out there here, mate. He's quickest by over a second, you know. Oh, I'm gutted because this doesn't decide it. This is just Q2, you know. This is just about not being slowest. It's just about being in the top 10. If this was Q3, oh my God. It'd be the best qualifying session ever. A 1:18.7 from Albon. Norris on the slicks goes third then. What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah. Do you know, I wish more of them had risked the slick tyre. They could have knocked Verstappen out in Q2. I wish like a dozen of them had risked the slick tyre now just to knock Verstappen, you know what I mean? Max starts 13th, get out of it. Oh, mate, they've missed a trick. Sainz goes 6th. If it... it's a risky one, this. I tell you now. It's touch and go, this, because it's raining again. Someone's going to wrap it up, aren't they, here? Because they've all gone, oh, yeah, Albon's gone quicker. Let's all get on the dry tyre. And then boom, downpour. Oops. GG's. Perez down into the hairpin then. On the slicks. Is it raining or not? You can't really tell from the onboard cameras. We need like a heli shot, you know? I don't know, mate. Is it drizzling out there? Five minutes to go in Q2. Oh, so Max has done a lap and come straight back in. Replay on board with Alexander. Oh, mate, these people. I tell you now, yeah. Right, these cars that are queuing. Right, this is getting a serious issue, this. These cars that are parked in the middle of the track towards the final chicane, lining up for a quick lap, mate, are going to cause carnage. It wants banning immediately. So Leclerc being told there's more rain coming in 2-3 minutes. Hulkenberg goes P8 then, 4.5 minutes to go in Q2. Do not scratch your eyes. Alexander Albon is quickest. Oh, the thing is, it's not that hype because it's not that hype because it's Q2, innit? If it was Q3, I would be screaming right now. If this was Q3 and Albon stuck it on pole, mate, oh, mate. You'd never hear the end of it. Four minutes to go. I know the parking on the track, Anto, is ridiculous, mate. It's ridiculous. When you've got they're coming at full chat. They're doing 180 mile an hour into that chicane. You got a car in the middle of the track going 20. It's just ridiculous. Why? Oh, Leclerc. Leclerc's been given the black and white flag for not obeying track limits. Wow, that's an unusual one. Yeah, he might get a grid penalty for that, Martin. Hey, Martin, he might, you know. Right, current running order then, with 3 minutes to go in Q2. Alexander Albon, P1. Verstappen, Norris, Piastri, Alonso, Sainz, Russell, Hulkenberg, Ocon, Hamilton, top 10. So, currently out of qualifying with 2 minutes 50 to go. Leclerc, Perez, Stroll, Magnussen, Bottas. I tell you what, these guys are in trouble. These guys are in trouble, mate. They're pitting again. Mate, these guys are in trouble, you know. Leclerc and Perez and Stroll, they're in trouble. No. I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, no. No, you can't. You get banned. Oh, yeah. They're in trouble. There's 2 minutes to go. It's raining again. I tell you what, Leclerc and Perez are done. LM, mate. I agree. Left midfielder. I agree. No, honestly, I think Leclerc's done here. Perez is done. It's over. 2 minutes to go. They're not going to have enough time. The weather conditions have changed. It's raining again. GG's. They're gone. Wow. Ocon on team radio. Hey, Stroll's blocking Ocon there. I'm not gonna lie, and it's raining. It is raining again, Anto. Yeah. Wow. Hey, Hulkenberg's through. I said about the Hulkenberg pole position. It's still on, and still, it's a possibility. Perez is done for. Why is Max got to be safe, man? Well, Max is always safe, isn't he? 50 seconds to go, so they've got one more lap, basically. They've got one more lap, Brev, and then you're done for. And it's raining, and you're on old tyres, and you're on the wrong tyres. No, it's raining. He's not improving under these conditions. I don't think you're improving in these conditions. If Perez improves and gets through, I'll eat my hat. Yeah, he's 1.5 seconds off in sector 1. He's done for. Leclerc sees a shit look. Yeah, I know. He's done for. Perez and Leclerc are out here. So is Stroll. They're all out. Basically, the order that it is right now is the order it's staying. And the top 10 are going through to fight for pole position. I tell you, Albon. The thing about Albon, mate. I'm just gutted because the top 10, as long as you're through, it gets reset. So it doesn't really matter. As long as you get through, it doesn't matter what time you set. You could go 15 seconds faster than anyone else in Q2, but it doesn't matter. It gets reset. So as long as you get through, So it's a bit bittersweet for Albon. He'll be thinking, get in, I'm through. But then he'd be like, oh, I wish it was Q3 though. He slapped it on pole. It's a bittersweet one for Albon, that. And Leclerc's done for, I tell you, oh my God, he just slid off the circuit because there's no grip. The track conditions have changed. It started raining again. It's, no, man, I tell you. Oh, Charlie boy, that's it. Leclerc, P11. Sergio Perez, P12. Lance Stroll at his home race, P13. Kevin Magnussen in the Haas, P14. And Valtteri Bottas, P15. It was a mad... Oh yeah, Gav, this has got nothing to do with the pace of the cars. They're driving in the wet, Gav, so anyone can do anything, mate. There's a Williams gone quickest, Gav. It doesn't matter. This isn't like when it's wet conditions, it's like completely random. So it's like a lucky dip. It's a lucky dip. So this doesn't mean, oh, McLaren are quick. This just means they've managed to slide around the circuit a little bit quicker. But yeah, you can't read... Basically, what I mean is, you can't read into the pace of the cars. You know what I mean? Albon's gone quickest, and it's probably the slowest car. You know, so... It's an unusual one when you're driving around in the wet. It's kind of a... throws an extra bit of spice into the mix. No, just a bit of drizzle. Just a bit of drizzle. But yeah, it's more emphasis on the drivers and the cars, really. So it puts it more on a level playing field, really. So the driver can make more of a difference in these conditions, which is good, man. Makes it 10 times more interesting. If it was just bone dry, then you wouldn't have Albon quickest, put it that way. It'd be a completely different order, but that's the fun of it. That's the fun of a wet quali. Yeah, the slowest car finishing top in the wet is mad. It is, but it's a combination of things. The strategy they got right with the going on the dry tyres at the right time. Albon's obviously a very good driver. He got the heat into the tyres before anyone else. He got his lap in before the rain started. He's obviously had a good lap. He didn't get traffic, etc. So it's like 12 things that have just all merged together to make it happen. But unfortunately, it'll all be reset now, which is a bit of a shame for Alex, because that might be, you know, it's once in a blue moon that Albon can fight for pole, isn't it? Well, not even a blue moon. Once in a flipping 100 years. I'm happy to see rain as well, Anto. It always spices it up, doesn't it? Q3 starts in 3 minutes, so the top 10 will fight for pole position. So we've got a Ferrari out, a Red Bull out, an Aston Martin out. So yeah, so through to Q3 then, we have got both Mercedes, both McLarens, and they're the only teams that got both cars through then. Both Mercedes, both McLarens, and then one of everything else. We've got one Red Bull, one Williams, one Aston, one Ferrari, one Haas, and one Alpine. So let's have it. Oh yeah. Oh, shock like prediction. Um, Hulkenberg. Wow. Hulkenberg pole position. Imagine. Listen, if somebody, if it ends up where either Piastri, I'd love to see either Albon, Piastri, or Hulkenberg, one of those three, get into the top four. If it ends up where Piastri, Hulkenberg, and Albon are like 8th, 9th, 10th, it's been a letdown. I would absolutely love to see Albon, Piastri, or Hulkenberg, one of them, do something where you go, wow, he's just gone second, or something outlandish. I'd love to see that. As long as one of them three just want something unusual, basically. Lewis will know at the end what's happening to him. I ate my cake if Hulkenberg gets top three. All right. Anto, get that cane ready. Dip him in some sugar. Hulkenberg, let's go. Hey, listen, Anto. I've been watching this long enough to have watched Hulkenberg get a pole position in these conditions. I was watching with as much enthusiasm then as I am now. And Hulkenberg has slapped it on pole position in these conditions. Quite a few years ago, but he's done it before. 2010 Brazilian Grand Prix. Right, here we go then. Q3 is on. Let's go then. Come on then. Let's have something. Let's have something unusual. Come on. I want to see. I mean, don't get me wrong. It'd be nice if Norris slapped a front row, or Ocon, or one of the Mercedes or something like that. But what I'm looking for here is Albon, Piastri, or Hulkenberg to do something out of the norm. Oh, look at the rain now. The weather's a lot worse than it was. Oh, this could be top draw. This, you know, I've been taking the piss for the first hour of this stream, right? I have been taking the piss for the first hour of this stream, being like, oh, this sports royal, this on a rant. On a reel right now, this is the first honest thing I've said all stream, right? This could be brilliant. Oh, this could get real, you know, this. It's properly raining, mate. This could be, on a reel, this could be seriously interesting, this. Because it's properly raining now. It's not just like, ooh, a little bit of, 2 seconds of drizzle and pretend to be excited. This is legit, man. This is legit. Perez. I know it's a more interesting answer to say yes, but I think Perez will probably get another year. I know it's the more interesting answer to say, oh yeah, he could lose his seat. Ooh. But in all honesty, Perez is a safe number 2 driver. Oh my god, it's so. Oi, this is good, legit, man. Oi, this is good, man. This is serious now. Oh, look at the rear end on Verstappen's car, mate. This is so sketchy. Oh, mate, Verstappen's nearly losing it on the exit of the corners, mate. When he's getting the power down the rear end, he's squirreling round, mate. This is about to enter a whole new realm of this. Up until now, it's just been a little bit damp. Now it is a properly wet circuit. This is a proper wet qualifying session, which you don't get very often at all. Maybe once every 2 or 3 years. Right, Verstappen sets a 1:27 flat. Alonso's gone quickest middle sector. Ocon goes P2 then on a 28.1, a full 1.2 seconds slower than Verstappen. But here comes Nico Hülkenberg. Hülkenberg goes P3 then. Alonso's purple middle sector. He's coming around the final chicane now. It's probably already happened on the timing screen. I don't want to look. But Alonso crosses the line then. P2. P2 by 0.2. So Verstappen back from Alonso. Then Ocon, Hülkenberg, Albon. Here comes Norris. Norris has gone third. Oh, this is legit, man. This is a seriously wet qualifying session, which is rare as hen's teeth, this kind of qualifying session. I love it. Albon P6. Here comes Sainz to the line then. P6 only. So it's still Verstappen, Alonso, Norris, Ocon, Hülkenberg. Hamilton goes third. Here comes George Russell then out of the final chicane. Across the line then for George Russell. Where's he going to slot in? P4. So Mercedes third and fourth then with 7.5 minutes to go. Here comes Verstappen then out of the final corner. Oh, he's gone quickest by 1.4. We've got a yellow flag middle sector. We're going to cut to someone in the wall. And we are. It's Oscar Piastri who has binned it. Red flag, 7 minutes. Hülkenberg's gone second. Hulkenberg's gone second. Anto. What are we saying? Hulkenberg, baby. I hope that cane tastes good, Anto. You're going to dip it in some chocolate sauce, aren't you? Because you'll be eating that tonight. No, it won't stay like that, innit? It won't stay like that because they're going to carry on the session. It's just red flag for now, but there's still 7 minutes to go. But Piastri in the wall then. When I said about Piastri doing something interesting, I wasn't talking about him crashing. I was hoping he was going to do something. I just seen a replay of the Piastri crash, and it's not pretty. He'll have snapped a load of suspension arms and stuff at the back, man. It's not what you want to be doing, really. I know that's such an obvious thing to say, but oh, what a shame for Oscar Piastri. But that won't set the grid. It's not like a few weeks ago where it goes, is that the grid? Is that the grid? Is that the grid? No, because there's enough time left. There's enough time left to... that won't set the grid. It's not the grid. It's not like Miami. In Miami, that's the grid. It's not Miami. Ted Kravitz has just said, this might be the grid. Hey, this might be the grid. Hey, this might be the grid. Hey, it might be. It might be the grid, lad. Oh my God, if this is the grid, mate, and Hulkenberg's on the front row. Oh my goodness me. It could be, mate. Why is Verstappen 1.2 clear of the field? Why is he playing as if he's playing AI on easy? It's like he's playing an F1 game and he's put it on easy. He's put it on beginner. Why are you doing that, bro? Put it on expert. Difficulty, at least. Why is Verstappen playing F1 career mode on easy mode, mate? That's, you know, he's gone on F1. He's set up his career. He's gone through the options and he's got to difficulty settings and Verstappen's gone, oh, I'll tell you what, we'll go on beginner, amateur. Oh, come on, man. I think it's done, Anso, yeah. Hulkenberg. Right, listen, at the beginning of this stream, I said Hulkenberg pole. Now, granted, that's not happened, yeah? But it's not far off, is it? Yeah? That's like predicting a 7-0 in football and it ends 6. Well, come on. It's like predicting, I think this football match is going to be 8-0 and it ends up, before kickoff, going 8-0 and it ends up 7-0. Yeah. You're not right, but you're in the ballpark, innit? You know the game. I know the game, bro. Hulkenberg pole, it is not. Hulkenberg front row, it may be. I've said 8-0, it's ended up 7-0, innit? The freestyle. No, listen, I'm giving it Billy Big Bollocks, but they're carrying on the session. Hey, right. They're carrying on. They're going to resume the session now with 7 minutes to go. So, listen, it's not over. The fat lady hasn't sung yet. The fat lady's not sung yet. Oh, yeah, full wets. Yeah, no, it's over, innit? That's the grid, innit? It might be the grid. Oh, it's a shame for Albon, P10. That's the grid, innit? Oh, it doesn't matter what happens. Verstappen is always just quickest anyway, innit? Why, man? Because imagine... Oh, well, Alonso from P3 would be decent. Then the two Mercs. Ocon, Norris, Sainz, Piastri, Albon. Shame for Albon, he could have done better than that. But the Hulkenberg front row's mega, innit? But we'll see. We'll see. The fat lady's not sung yet. They're going to resume the session. It does... Yeah, Alonso saying on team radio he doesn't think anyone's going to improve. I don't think... I think that's going to be it. I think we're looking at a Haas front row here. Yeah, I think we're looking at Nico Hulkenberg front row, and it's pretty nuts, man. So they're resuming the session, but it's yeah, it's the session's resumed, but it's futile. There's 6.5 minutes to go, but they're not going to improve. The track's a lot worse than it was before the Piastri incident. And so I'm 99.9% certain that is the grid for the Canadian Grand Prix tomorrow. and it's Nico Hulkenberg. Going again, yeah, no DRS, so it's GG's, isn't it? That'd be Verstappen's 25th pole position. How many races he won? About 40. Do you know what? Verstappen could rack up 5 championships and 70 wins before we know where we are. You know what I mean? It's on a serious one. Yeah, even heavier rain in 2 minutes. Science is being told on the radio. It's GG's, man. Jam said you got a new idea. Oh yeah, Garth. Yeah, man. I got a funny idea, man. Did he say on his stream? Did he? Yeah, I've got a funny idea, me lad. I got a funny idea, lad. But I'll probably do it as videos, Gavin. It'll probably be a video series because the first 10 minutes, well, not the first 10 minutes, the first 2-3 minutes of the video will be me explaining what the hell I'm doing, which is necessary because if it was a live stream and someone joined halfway through the live stream, you wouldn't have a clue what the hell I'm doing. You'd just be like, what the hell is this? And you'd click off it again. So it needs to be a video so that you watch the video from the start and then you know, oh, this is the premise. This is the idea. You need the explainer at the beginning, or else it's just going to be so random that you'll think, what the hell is this? It's funny, man. It's funny, man. It's with the sim racing stuff in it because I've bought a load of sim racing gear and I was thinking about content ideas. How can I make sim racing videos interesting or because if it's just me driving round it's dead, isn't it? But I thought of a funny idea for it. But yeah, it'll be in a week or two. I've got to figure out how to record and edit videos properly and make it actually entertaining. Because as a live stream, it just wouldn't work. But yeah, anyway, back to this qualifying session. It's 3 minutes to go, but it's a lot wetter than it was. So this is the grid for the Canadian Grand Prix. Hulkenberg. This is the grid. More Hulkenberg. More. Yo. More ketchup. Hey, listen. Hey, at the beginning of this stream, Dan, I predicted Hulkenberg pole position. It's not a bad prediction, that is it? I said before this qualifying session started, I went Hulkenberg pole. I'm not far off, am I? There, it's not a bad guess, that is it? It's not a bad cheeky little prediction, that. Yeah, when do you know what? I fancy it. I didn't expect it, but it's not far. It's not bad, that is it? P2. It's gonna be a funny race. It's gonna be a fun race tomorrow if Hulkenberg leads out of turn 2. I'll tell you that. That's what I am rooting for, mate. Hulkenberg with the full send at turn 1. Like it's now or never. See you tomorrow. Done your pizza. Yeah, yeah, Anto. Oh, mate. Yeah, Haas are absolutely loving it, mate. Hulkenberg on the front row in Canada. I did not expect to be saying that. Albon was quickest in Q2 as well. What a mad qualifying session we have had there. What a mad qualifying session. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Please do drop me a like on the stream. Yeah, that's put me in a good mood, that qualifying session, because I started off the stream and I was like, oh, this season's dead. Why do we watch? But that has actually been the most enjoyable qualifying session for a long time. That's been really fun. I've really enjoyed that. And join me tomorrow. Now the race starts at 7 p.m. Usually I come on like half an hour before the race starts and do a bit of a build up. That won't be the case tomorrow. I'll probably be live at honestly like 5 to 7. But it'll be live before the start of the race anyway. That's a guarantee. I'll be live before the start of the race, but no more than 5-10 minutes before the start of the race. So yeah, I'll be live at about 10 to 7, 5 to 7, something like that tomorrow for the Canadian Grand Prix. So join me. I think it's going to be a dry race. So business will be resumed by Maximilian Verstappen, but might be an interesting race behind with Hulkenberg and Alonso and Hamilton. Hamilton's got to be looking at a podium from there. You know, it could be an interesting battle between Alonso and Hamilton, really. Hulkenberg cork in the bottle. I'm sure they'll dispatch of him pretty early on, but, you know, it could be an interesting race. Obviously, we've got Leclerc down there in 11th, Perez 12th. They'll be coming through the pack as well. Yeah. So that was decent, though. I enjoyed that in the end, you know. I was a bit like on a bit of a rant at the beginning of the session, like, oh, Max again. And it is Max again. You know, not to detract from the fact that Max has taken pole by 1.2 seconds, which is a massive margin, and he'll probably get the business. You know, he'll probably do the business tomorrow. I hope Hulkenberg leads out of turn 1. Anyway, that's all I can say. I hope Hulkenberg leads out of turn 1, and just to make it interesting for a couple of laps. But yeah. Please do drop me a like. Please subscribe if you are into Formula 1. I'll be back at about 5 to 7 tomorrow for Lights Out 7 o'clock for the 2023 Canadian Grand Prix. I will catch you then. See you later, guys. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate every single one of you. And we'll have some fun tomorrow, won't we? We'll have some fun. Hulkenberg for the win. See you later.